What up? What up? What up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you, man. Welcome back to the channel. Had to jump on here real fast. Why, guys? Because what can we learn from the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark losing against the Las Vegas Aces? Man, I got to tell you guys, this one really got me because I saw something that really showed me some differences between Las Vegas and the Indiana Fever. And before I keep going, guys, y'all do me a favor. If you like these takes, man, different look at some of these perspectives on sports that I bring, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, man. As soon as you come into the building, like, share, comment, and subscribe, actually, because that really helps the channel get out. But what can we learn from the Indiana Fever losing to the Las Vegas Aces? Guys, I got to tell you, watching that first half was unreal. And let's be honest, guys, Caitlin Clark is in a shooting slump right now. And watching her still do those assists is unreal. So we recognize that she can impact the game, scoring and passing, right? And I know some of y'all haters gonna get down in the comments and telling me, we don't want to admit when Caitlin Clark had a bad game. But guess what, guys? Her shooting is in a slump right now. But something happened in that game yesterday that I think the Indiana Fever can learn from. And especially the Indiana Fever coach. Guys, we all got on Christie's sides when she would make bad decisions coaching and that kind of thing. And I think now, though, there's a couple things that has to happen. Because Caitlin Clark still has responsibility in this, but I want to get into that a little bit later on. Um, the Indiana Fever coach needs to learn from Becky Hammond. I don't know if any of you guys watched the game, but the commentators were talking about Asia Wilson couldn't throw a stone in the ocean, right? She was probably having one of her worst shooting periods, shooting halves. But guys, she took Asia Wilson out of the game. Becky Hammond went over to Asia Wilson. And did y'all hear what the commentator said? Y'all see what's happening on the bench? She's over there telling Asia Wilson, she's rubbing Asia Wilson's hands. She's telling her, hey, you got this. You are Asia Wilson. I still believe in you. Guys, have we ever seen that from a coach with Caitlin Clark where the commentators mention that? Do y'all see what happened when Caitlin Clark goes sit down and she's having a slump? That ain't happening with her coach. Didn't happen last year. It's not happening this year. And I said, oh my God. Becky Hammond is over there telling Asia Wilson it's gonna be okay, rubbing her hands, motivating her, telling her she's still that girl, telling her this still her league, telling her we ain't gonna let Caitlin Clark come in here and do this to us. What happened with Asia Wilson in the second half? Came out, guys, they couldn't stop her. Guys, when are we gonna see a Caitlin Clark coach? And I ain't calling for the coach to be fired. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm calling for a coach to know what they have. Caitlin Clark is in a shooting slump, but we know she can shoot. But guess what, guys? Shoot or shoot. The coach should be like, nah, we're going to keep running it till you start making them. Becky Hammond showed how you supposed to coach a superstar. Take them out of the game. Let them get their bearings about them. But while they're out of the game, you're down there talking to them directly, reminding them of who they are. Becky Hammond did that brilliant yesterday. The same ain't happening for Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is in this league figuring out things on her own because more people are against her than with her. Imagine if the commentator saw Caitlin Clark getting motivated like that, where everybody can see it. She comes out in the second half, she starts hitting shots. Asia Wilson got that treatment, and look at what happened. And y'all notice at the end of the game, what did Asia Wilson say? I apologize for all my fans who were watching. That first half wasn't me. Got to go back and watch it. Caitlin Clark need a coach like Becky Hammond to do those things that when you're going through a slump, when you're getting beat up, we know all the odds are against Caitlin Clark. We know all the powers that be are against Caitlin Clark. You need to know that your coach is in your corner. Becky Hammond showed that. Becky Hammond showed that. Guys, the next thing we got to look at, I got my notes right here. Caitlin Clark got to start clearing out. Caitlin Clark got to start saying, this is my show, this is my game. I get that you want to get everybody involved in that kind of thing, but the only way to get out of a slump is to shoot your way out of it, to get more aggressive, keep shooting, keep driving to the basket, calling your own number. If the coach ain't going to do it, you got to do it yourself. She got the green light, guys. She got to act like it, right? We know what the coach got to do, but we also know what Caitlin Clark got to do. Y'all remember that one play down where they did a coach's review? Caitlin Clark should have shot that 3-pointer, but her confidence was gone. She passed the zip line pass into Leah Boston. It goes off of her hand. They tried to do a challenge. It showed it. Guys, I got to tell y'all right now, Caitlin Clark got to shoot that three. It don't matter. Why is Kelsey Mitchell so good? Kelsey Mitchell going to shoot regardless. She going to keep shooting. One of the commentators said she the best player of putting it on the deck and getting it to her spot. And I'm like, no, Caitlin Clark is the best. But Caitlin Clark is deciding to get other people involved. Kelsey Mitchell don't have to do what Caitlin Clark does. But Caitlin Clark needs to start playing like Kelsey Mitchell in order to be one of the greats. She's got to be thinking shoot first instead of pass first. She got to get out of this slump herself because her coach is not going to help her get out of it. Asia Wilson got a coach that sits her down, tells her, get your head back in the game. You know what you can do. This is your league. Why ain't Caitlin Clark getting told that? Because we know who the face of this league really is. But if a coach ain't telling her she is, guys, we got a problem. Caitlin Clark got to start saying, this is my team. I'm calling my own number. I got the green light. I'm trying to get y'all involved, but I need to switch that up right now. My shot got to be falling. Because if my shot ain't falling, nobody's open. But if my shot is falling, everybody open. Y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about those two things as far as what y'all thought about the game with the Aces and the Fever yesterday, man. If you hadn't already, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications. And until next time, I'm going to holler.